Welcome to Ryan Field on the campus of Northwestern University and home to the Wildcats, where the purple-clad fans are eager to get this one started. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we are about ready to start. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Minnesota's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Running back searching for a hole. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
They'll run it from the gun. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play action game.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Complete.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Gonna run it. It's Pope. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? And the Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
And these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide-open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Keeps looking downfield. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive. Interception.
First down here for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Marco. He's got his man. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The hand to the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Got his man quickly. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
You know, that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field, and they just couldn't hook up on that one.
It's on target and complete. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
He leaves it with his back. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard, it's at the 26. Northwestern wants to go quickly. To the air, it's Marco. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the upright.
Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, it's Marco. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. They go to the draw. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Northwestern right back to the line. On the move. Running with power. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To the air, it's Marco. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure. The same call. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Heels the punt and try to pick up some yards. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the move, it's Pope. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Right? The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to pass, it's Marco. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Secures it at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Pope. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Fast motion from the offense. They'll try the run. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Handoff from the gun. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Well, the running game got nothing on 1st and 2nd down. Let's see if they try the air on 3rd and long. They go to the ground. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Finds a crease at the 20. Afterburner's coming. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. And the Wildcats in the hurry-up.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back, and man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The hurry-up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking downfield, it's Marco. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Northwestern! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space. So by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Coming after it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it. The football, it's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance.
Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Tackled immediately after the catch. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Scanning the field, it's Marco. He finds his man. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 2nd and short now after that completion. They'll go with a direct snap. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
And the Golden Gophers will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner is stopped. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football problem out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. He's going to pass. It's complete to the right. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Dropping back, it's Markham. Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Northwestern wants to go quickly. On third down, going up top. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch called for and made. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Off-play action on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now on the option. Now the pitch. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it won't.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down in the 42.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Markham. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it beyond the marker, and it'll be a first down for Northwestern.
3rd inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback.
First and goal, Northwestern.
He looks that one in nicely. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. See if they can get it done on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Well, he's a matchup nightmare because of his size and his speed. It's so difficult for defenses to defend this guy. Nice job. Post route, really accurate throw, and it ends up being a touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll come out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. You saw it right there on the crossing.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking for room. It's Pope. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Give to the single back. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they're barely able to stop the score. They'll mark it at the 1.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. So a well-executed... 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
A first down for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Extending the play. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Movement here from the tight end. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on second down. They give it to him again. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
Northwestern.
The offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Leaves it with the running back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Wildcats moving quickly to the line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Quick strike complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking for a man, it's Marco. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Ole Miss found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Oxford. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He'll do it himself. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Looking down the middle. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. And the Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's caught at the 45 on his way. He's loose. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stopped this offense. First get the touchdown, then the 2 to try to pull even here in the fourth quarter. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run.
And down he goes, and down goes for the moment. The chance to tie the game here in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but... as he stopped at the 23. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Off the boot, looking for his man. He'll throw it. Gets it out fast. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On second down, they'll take to the air. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We've got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's open on the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He wants to throw it again. Now he's going to break the pocket. Still on his feet at the 45. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. Dropping back, it's Marco. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got an open man. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And this to put them on top as we get close to...
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll start this drive firing. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Runs out of bounds at the 3rd and 4. Brings up second.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he dropped it, just didn't move.
Complete to the line.
Well, obviously here in the 4th quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. They're expecting them to throw it here on 3rd.
Lets it fly. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Late in the game with the lead, the defense obviously knows here the offense is going to have to try and throw it. Nice job in the back end there, not just in coverage, but almost picking that football off. That was a game changer.
The give on 4th down. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a...
Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Minnesota! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Here comes the two-point try. From the gun. Pressure coming. Can't find his man in the end zone. The two-point attempt is no good, and they'll try to hang on to this lead in the final seconds. They'll try to pin them back with this kickoff and then have the defense put the finishing touches on a win. And he takes this from inside the 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But, David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.